Tony, obviously last night didn't go the way you wanted to. Tonight, better. Got a little dicey there at the end, but what did you like about your team and the bounce back?
Just they came out more determined to start the game, and then you can get on a high similar to we did last night. These games are so adrenaline fueled. Score a few runs early, and you want to celebrate. But at 9 innings is a long time, as you found out tonight. And at times we got it done pretty. At times we got it done ugly. Certain individuals stepped up. Other guys wish they would have done better, but it really doesn't matter how it gets done. You just got to work to get it done.
Walk us through the ninth. Snead starting it out, and then Binky to Franklin. What was your mindset?
Yeah, I mean he's a competitor, and had taken control of the game, and you want to give him an opportunity to finish it. But we probably tried to extend him a little too much. I mean, he gets a great hitter out to start the inning, so let it ride a little bit after that. But it snowballed quickly. So with a guy like that has so much stock in the company and is such a competitor, it's hard to draw where that line is. But would love to go back in time and take him out after LeBron. But he would have fought me tooth and nail out there in that situation. So he put in his work for us, and some other guys will get their opportunity tomorrow.
I know they weren't all perfect, but it felt like the approaches were really good at the plate, and especially early on. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I mean, there were some well-struck balls. I mean, in an SEC game, there's always going to be hard-hit outs, but there were some well-struck balls, and then some guys that just looked, like they had the right approach, as you mentioned, but really good balance or the right tempo at the plate in the box. So something to build on for tomorrow, because we saw a bunch of different looks. I know they tried to mix it up a bunch of different ways pitching-wise, but we saw a guy that definitely can pitch in the big leagues. Hell, I heard he could play in the NFL in Riley. So we did a great job there, and then saw a bunch of different looks. But consistently, our guys had a good approach.
Fargo went in the starting lineup and came in and contributed a massive way. What did you see from his ABs?
Yeah, we knew we'd want to use him somewhere in a few different spots, and that just seemed to be the best situation, and just didn't try and do too much. I think he did come up in a couple big situations last night. Did have a big knock for us, but in certain situations, I think maybe just overswung a little bit or had a little too much effort. And tonight he just got in there and looked like he was just playing ball, and the ball was jumping off his bat without a lot of effort.
What did you see from Marcus tonight?
He was great, and I think you can make the argument too. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, or you can't tell what happened and go back in time and replay a situation, but you could have left him out there for a little bit more. His pitch count wasn't necessarily up there, but we felt like Deloy was the guy to get us out of that jam. When Marcus threw pitches with conviction, it went really well for him tonight. I think if he goes back and watches the video, the times or occasions where they got a guy on base, I know one with a walk, a couple times with 2-strike hits, were just pitches he didn't throw with conviction. But those were blips on the radar screen because he was really good overall.
I know it's baseball and you got to work yourself out of some slumps sometimes, but from your vantage point, what is Levi doing differently now, if anything?
I think there's a little bit of extra thinking going on and a little bit of extra pulling off baseballs. Swing is good, always been good. The strength is there. The composure is a strong trait of his, but at the same time, you see a little extra try hard. And he wasn't the only one guilty of tonight. You can kind of see some extra thinking or the wheels spinning a little bit as pitches are being delivered. And, sometimes you got to just take a step back and say, this is the game I was playing in Little League and loving it and doing well. That's why I made it all the way to this spot. So maybe you go back to your roots and play it like a Little Leaguer.
Tony, do you have a plan for pitching tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll get together. I don't want to speak too quickly, but obviously Teagan has not been used yet. I don't know if he'll start, but he'll be used. Arv's been hot, but he hasn't been used. The two guys who finished, Banky and Franklin, will probably be itching to get back out there. We'll have to have a conversation with Dylan Loy, but obviously anybody and everybody's available other than our two starters and, of course, Nate Snead.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.